it's time. We're going to be talking about a YouTube channel called Yellow Flash 2, which, despite the name, has 430,000 subscribers. And as a little just preview here, they are really upset that in a recent comic book, it was revealed that Nightcrawler is the love child of two ladies, Mystique and this other lady. And we just need to I have to know what this guy who thinks a person who can shapeshift into anyone thinks that this is a joke. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. This is my own perverse desire.
Today we're going to talk about the state of the comic book industry and what you can buy if you decide to jump into comics. But let's look at things such as the overall state of the industry. Comixology, a well-known app that people could go and read their digital comics on, which was, by the way, a horrible app. It never really ran that well, but
I don't follow comic book YouTube. But I do know that the Yellow Flash is a bad guy. So, I don't know. Weird. Like naming your channel Darkside.
It was a dedicated app for comic books to come out on. Well, that's been shut down. It's all on Kindle now. I'm not really mourning the loss of Comixology because it was a garbage app, but it's still another example of comics getting the sideline because everything's just rolled into Kindle now. So, and other stuff. It's not comic book store data. That is American made. There, pretty much Japanese. The Japanese have taken over the comic book industry in America. And that's
what? It's really bizarre to me that he's talking about this with an article that is headlined by like the Calvin and Hobbes artist's latest book. Anyway,
Marvel and DC's fault because they're constantly doing shit like this all the time. So they've retconned Nightcrawler. Now, if you were to go to Google and say, who is Nightcrawler's father, you'll get Azazel, the man who has been his father for some years now. He has been retconned out. No longer is Azazel the father of Nightcrawler. And he sure does look like Nightcrawler, doesn't he? Well, that's been explained in the new retcon. So now Nightcrawler is the son of Mystique and Destiny.
Cool.
Two women. Mystique became a
Mystique and Destiny, two women. Are you sure? I thought they were talking about the streamer.
Man, because she can shapeshift. And I feel like this is a question that
what is your issue though? Wait.
And Destiny, two women. Mystique became a man because she can shapeshift. And I feel like this is a question that Brody from Mallrats would have loved. Can Mystique become a man and, have the workings of a man? Well, apparently...
Yes? What? At no point in the comics is it shown that, like, her changing form is, like, an illusion. It's just how she's able to do that to her body. Mystique is, I guess, technically her, like, the father? So, yeah. I mean, it's not complicated, guys. Like, Mystique impregnated Destiny, and Destiny had Kurt, Nightcrawler. It's not... Mystique can shapeshift a dick? Yeah, honestly, Matatyahu, that seems to be the fundamental disconnect here for conservative comic book fans. Also, I just have to point out the irony of, like, Soy crying over the fact that, like, two of the X-Men had a lesbian relationship and then they had a kid. That's impossible. Ignore the fact that, like, the X-Men have for the longest time been, like, one of the go-to, like, hey, this is actually about civil rights for African Americans. Hey, this is actually about civil rights for gay people. Like, Oh, wow. They're really breaking new ground here.
She does. She does. So, Azazel, you're out of here. This is like every X-Men comic now.
Is it?
Everybody is LBGT in X-Men comics now. It's funny that it's Nightcrawler too, because Nightcrawler at least was a hardcore Catholic. That appears to not be a thing anymore.
Ariana Jasmine, thank you very much for the raid. And lovely Angelique, thank you very much for subscribing over on Twitch. I do have to point this out though. Like, Kurt's supposed to be Catholic. The Pope's Catholic, so you know that just means like obviously he wouldn't have gay moms. No Catholic has ever had gay parents before. It's not like the Pope is out here saying gay couples can be blessed. Like, what are you talking about? Yellow Flash 2?
I'm not sure. I haven't been following it as closely, but it seems like they got rid of his love of Christ a while ago. I don't think he's as religious as he used to be, and that's of course thanks to modern Marvel comics. But Azazel's out, and the reason
I think people realized that it was kind of cringe to have Kurt be so Catholic when he, in the cartoon, was able to convert Wolverine from Judaism to Catholicism. Yeah, that was a weird episode of the original X-Men animated show.
That they're saying he's, still kind of looks like Azazel is because when she became a man, for some reason, parts of him were on her palate. That's what she says. And the shades of Azazel kind of moved in on him, and that's why he looks like Azazel. The reason that they are legitimizing this is because apparently, according to John Byrne, Chris Claremont, and I'm guessing this is likely true, originally intended for this to be a thing, but editorial says no. So they decided, well, we're going to change it now. And in this comic, we're going to make it official that here they are.
Yeah. For those of you wondering what I'm talking about. Oh, the video's unavailable. Damn. Okay. Well, I probably can't show it anyway because of copyright Fortress Arc. I lost my superpowers at 11. Boobs are kryptonite. I guess so. Also, calibrating. Thank you for the 50 sec. The 50 secs. I appreciate them. I don't know what that translates to, but I appreciate the dono. Super chat. I guess he's saying if your parents are gay, you can't be Catholic, which is just not true.
Are in bed, saying they want to start a family together. She's explaining this to Spider Devil. Currently, for some reason, Kurt is a variant of Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man, like he's running around calling himself Spider-Man. He's got his own
they've been having like a huge Spider-Man comic event for a while now.
I guess it's actually pretty good. I haven't read it. But in this X-Men Blue Origins issue, she tells a story about how her and Destiny are now the father and mother of Nightcrawler. I don't know if they have that picture. There was a picture on Twitter of them holding a baby, and I don't see that one.
Maybe I misspoke about Wolverine being Jewish, but I really hate that I typed in Wolverine Jewish, and the number one response was from Quora, is Wolverine Jewish? No, and he's definitely not circumcised. Why do you know that? And why? What? Fuck everything.
Maybe that one was AI generated. I don't know. But that is the story of Nightcrawler. Not this or the Azazel one. It's just ridiculous what they're doing. And it's even more...
Very important X-Men.
There's even more that's going on over at DC. Wes from Thinking Critical, great channel, posted this. I don't know who Dan Perrin is, but he landed on my never buy list in record time. This is John Kent, Superman, doing nude selfies. I'm guessing he's sending nude selfies to Jay, his K-pop boyfriend. And then I said, well, here's a random panel from Kaiju number 8. Marvel and DC Comics are dead. This is a random thing. For $2, you can get the Shonen Jump app and read everything. It's a great deal. This is why they're taking over the market. Boys are still reading comics. Guess what they're reading? They're reading this. Disney has lost it. Marvel has lost it. Nobody wanted this retcon, except for the people at Marvel, because they don't give a shit about profits. They don't care.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. If somebody floated that idea by me, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's do it. Also, like Mystique is just like one of the gayest X-Men, right? Can we just agree on that? Like Mystique is just like very queer coded. And Storm, true.
Care about making money. They don't care
Basically all of the X-Men except Cyclops.
in the comic book industry, nothing. What they want is for two women to have a baby together. And that's exactly what's happening here. Two women just had a baby.
Yeah, there's no way women would ever have babies together in the real world, like through adoption, surrogacy, trans women and cis women being together. There's no way gays could have babies.
Mystique went from being the mother of Nightcrawler to becoming the father of Nightcrawler. Beautiful. Well done, Marvel. Well done.
Well, I'm guessing that technically Azazel is still sort of the father, since in the story Mystique transforms into Azazel. I guess because Destiny's kind of into that? I don't know. I don't know. Lesbian is when no baby, true.
You've managed to kill your sales even more.
God, the amount of you in the comments right now talking about Wolverine's foreskin healing. God, we've gone too far. This is degeneracy.
And the real victims in this are comic book shops because they're stuck with all this inventory and no one's buying it, and it's sad. Interest in new comic books is down big time, and they did this all to themselves. So what are your thoughts on this? I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals.
I don't know. I don't know my rear end. I don't know. God. All right, I just had to get that out of my system. I needed to hear his argument for why it's terrible, and I love that his basic argument is the woke people at Marvel are making gay X-Men, and nobody wants gay X-Men. Nobody wants gay Superboy. Which I don't think is true. I think people are pretty okay with the gays, generally speaking. The X-Men were always gay. Yeah, the X-Men were always coded as like struggle for like civil rights for like oppressed minorities. Yeah.